It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Yeah, this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. On play action, Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception, Finish off the drive. That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Fields now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, 56 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Able to get away. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Brings up the 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line. Here we go. Black 40. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home. Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Fields. Man open is Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Sliding out of the pocket. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick? And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Lance now to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game.
Touchdown 49ers! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise,
that's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's going to take another shot here. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw them.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields escaping the pressure right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Fields going to get this to Montgomery, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Fields on the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a play fake. Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's
a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Mitchell again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lance on the keeper, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off play action, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing after the interception. Fields. Flush to his right. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A huge play there for Chicago. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery from 3 yards out. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. All right, D. Let's all right, D.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.